Well, good evening, 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 good evening. All you leaders out there, thank you so much for joining from around the world and around the country. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. This is Saturday Night Leadership. Leadership. Everybody say leadership. Leadership. Yes, thank you so much, Mr. Manny Perella. Good evening, sir. Thank you so much for joining the call tonight. There you go, bro. Hey, Miss Konohara over in Japan. Good evening, dear. Thank you so much. Good morning in Japan. Excuse me. Miss Christina, thank you so much for joining. Dale Ranson in Nashville, thank you so much. Miss Diane Collins, where is she at? I know she's on there somewhere with a beautiful face, smiling. There she is. Good. How you doing, dear? She's a fabulous lady. Thank you so much. Miss Ingra over in Australia, Regional Director. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining as well. Wow, look at all Australians on tonight. Miss Joyce Brewer, good evening, good evening, good evening. I like your hat. Look at your girlfriend, all guzzled up. Where you going? You didn't ask me, could you go anywhere tonight? Just joking. Miss Kathleen Williams, good evening. Thank you so much for joining. Marie, thank you so much for joining. Mr. Payon over in Japan, good evening or good morning for you, sir. Miss Pat Robinson over in Oakland, California. Oakland. Hey, Miss Kaz, Regional Director over in Australia. Thank you so much for joining in yesterday. You have a lot to say, young lady. I really enjoy when you speak. You're amazing. Thank you. Ms. Luana Pinedo, Regional Director out of Fresno, California. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining in. Ms. Caroline Baker, good evening. Mr. Julian Lewis, Regional Director out of San Diego with one of the largest, fastest growing organizations over there in Cali. Miss Kenny Eppley in Phoenix, Arizona, thank you so much. Ms. Walker, thank you. Mr. Winston Herbert, thank you so much. Mr. Marvin Carter, Regional Director out in Fresno, thank you so much, sir. Mr. I just said Manny already. Oh, Mr. Tasha Ismail, another superstar regional director out of Fresno, California. Good evening. Mr. Chris McDowell, thank you so much. Ms. Castro down there in Phoenix, thank you so much. What a wonderful leader she is. Miss Miss Eileen, good evening so much. Mr. David Wright, good evening, thank you so much. Mr. Harris Mills, thank you so much. Miss Perla Banal, thank you so much. I see you driving. Miss Belinda Batiste, good evening. Thank you so much. Miss Collins, thank you so much for joining Pastor Collins. Also, Frank and Patricia Bowman out in El Grove, California. Sensational. Good seeing you, dear. Like those glasses. Freddie Sherman, good evening. Ab, Regional Director in Australia. Thank you, sir, for joining. We missed you last night. Normally with us on Friday night. Miss Angelina in Fresno, thank you so much. Joyce, Janet Mason, good evening. TJ in Ohio, thank you. Natalie Pert out in Las Vegas. Pastor Thomas, thank you so much. Miss Gail Wiggins, thank you. As you know, tonight is Saturday Night Leadership. I sent this text out today. As everybody see it, we started the call off with that text. Look at that. What did it say? Look at that idiot flying around free. He/she needs to be safe like us. That is the worst thing you do, is be safe like that. Look at him. Today, real quickly, take a note of this. Your safety is in danger. This coming week's Time Magazine issue, go get it if you can find it. The international, not the national, but the international version will have the reset of 2020. And it's the Time issue magazine, November 3rd through the 8th. It's out on the newsstand, I think, coming up this week. It's telling you the world is going to be upside down in 2021. The reset has happened. And here again, my job is to help you make it through it. Not to be caged like these birds, but to fly free through the AC and opportunity. Is everybody on board with that? Yes. Okay, great. Now, tonight, I'm going to go into something so fantastic. I want you all to take a moment. If you can, get your journals out. You should always have your journals ready to take notes on these calls. These calls are for leadership. It's not for everyday people. It's for leaders who want to soar and not be caged in. Oh, my God. I can feel a teaching coming on here. It's for those who want to soar from 2020 on and not be dependent upon a paycheck or caged waiting for a meal or a handout. Oh my God, I feel it coming. So here again, get your journals, get your notepads. We're going to go to basics. Now, tonight, I'm going to go in a little bit of depth, but it's so deep, it's so simple. Write that down. It's so deep, but it's going to be so simple. Some of us, and I noticed the questions we have throughout the week and the happy hour are so profound. There's so much in it. It's real simple. So tonight I'm going to break it down so simple. I hope I hope and pray you don't miss it. You got to write this down. And if I guarantee you, you write this down and start doing these things, watch your residual check go. Watch your big weekly check go. Watch it, because it's not that difficult. All right, you ready? Everybody ready? Give me a nod if y'all ready. Y'all ready for the night? Mr. Lewis says, yeah, I've been ready. Yes, okay, great. Miss Diane Collins over in Australia. All right, good. Miss Ingrid, okay. Thank you so much. Miss Toko in Japan, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Well, all the Japanese people join us. Now, tonight I'm going to go into the Mr. Mills. Thank you so much. All right, here we go. Yeah, thank you, dear. I'm going to go into it. I'm going to go into leadership. You want to talk first? All right, leadership. Now, very important to get your joke pads out. If you're driving, you go back and get this video and look at it again and again and again. This is going to set you up to be that eagle that you see soaring. Tonight, it's called SVP Mindset. There it is. Everybody wants to get in the mind of an SVP. Tonight, we're going to get into it. And we're not that complicated. We're so simple that it's going to blow your mind, because things we do are not that difficult. You, and not say you, but most people in your downline make it harder than what it is. We are not that difficult. To get to be a senior vice president is not that difficult. I'm going to read it again. It's not that difficult. I'm going to say it again. It's not that difficult. I'm going to give you simple 5 things that we do. That's it. I'm going to say it again. How many things? 5. That's it. See, making money has always been simple. Not you all, but the average person complicated even our business. It's really simple. Are y'all ready? Okay. First thing of a mindset of an SVP. And I'm going to talk about me for years. All these things I've been doing for years on top of decades. And I have not changed it. You can see old videos of me 20-some years ago to videos recently. I've said the same thing. I'll say it again. I've said the same thing. Why? Because it doesn't change. People want to make it this, make it that. They want to change into what it's not. It's really simple. You get the basics down, the rest takes care of itself. Number 1, here we go. Number 1, what is an SVP? What do I do? Number 1, I make 25 calls each and every day. I make 25 calls each and every day to the downline and prospect. People I'm talking to about the business. New people I'm 3-waying with my organization. I make 25 calls minimum I've told you this before, but some of you let it go in one ear, out the other ear. This is nothing magical. It's just a numbers. Numbers tell the story. What did Jim Rohn say? Only the numbers fit in the box. And we just don't go through enough numbers. Ask yourself this. I'm not here to put any on the spot, because I want you all to succeed. How many calls have you made in the last 24 hours for yourself and your downline and prospecting? Don't answer it. You get the answer. How many did you make the day before? What about the day before that? See, if you're not doing 25 calls, and I mean, think about it. It's not that difficult from home these days. On Zoom, cell phone, it doesn't make a difference. The whole idea is making 25 calls. I talk to Mr. Bree Clemens at least 7 or 8 times every day, so we can orchestrate having a great meeting for you all. But 25 calls each day to the downline and prospect is not that difficult. Journal. Remember I told you my first year network marketing? I spent 1 hour a day calling people. 1 hour. I've told you, I gave you that formula before. 1 hour a day my first year. 1 hour every day, 6 days a week. And I journaled it, so I know exactly I got my hour in. Some of you, I've said that too, you still ain't done it. And you're wondering why you're stuck in the same position. So here again, 25 calls. When I first got in my first year, I put an hour a day, faithfully, 6 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Sunday was God's day. I took off for worship and family. That's it. Second year, I put 2 hours. By my third year, I was doing 3 hours a day. My second year, 3 hours a day. And I 10 minutes here, 20 minutes there, throughout my day. And I made sure I got 3 hours in. By my third year, I was free from everything. That's right. I was free. There's not a mistake. I did the work. I did the what? Work. Al Thomas said, I'm not the sharpest, the fastest, the most handsome. What I will do is outwork you. I guarantee you, outwork me, you'll be a senior vice president. You've heard me say, see, these are nothing things I'm going to say tonight. It's nothing new you haven't heard, but have you done it? You got to implement it. 25 calls a day will keep a job away. 25 calls a day to your downline and prospecting people. every single day, 6 days a week. That's right, 6 days a week. I'll say it again, 6 days a week. How much time do you think that'd take you? Less than an hour, 35? Look, we got a power hour we do on Mondays. I mean, it's nothing. And somebody thought, wow, I finally figured out power hours. Man, I get a lot accomplished. That's because you've never done nothing consistently. Consistency is a key. Next, number two, send out at least 3 to 5 videos. Send out 3 to 5 videos every day. 1 through 10, 1 through 10, 1 through 10. I met a guy yesterday at Costco, and I started talking to him, and I said, man, I'm the wholesaler for the company, but we get to resist. Anyway, send him a video out. I met another link, got to send a video out. I mean, I get out of my house. Somebody said, well, Mr. Thomas, yeah. I get out. I go to Costco once a day, minimum, sometimes twice. 1 in the morning, 1 in the afternoon, because of different people. I go to Sam's Club. Yeah, I go to Big Lots. I mean, I just get out. I get out and go where people are at. Because I think outside of the what box. I mean, I don't know where to go. I got a job to do. Some of you are at home. You're home all day long. You work from home. You get off at home, get out on lunch, take a break somewhere. But get out and meet people, folks. It's not that difficult. Some of you can get on these other, some of you can join, like Mr. Julian Lewis said the other night, you join some of these clubs online. There's more than one way to do this. How bad do you want it? Don't wait for everybody to come with an idea. Use your brains. Write this down. To think is to create. Write it down. I'll say it again. To what? Think. To what, Mr. Thomas? Think. To what? To think is to create. And to create is to what? Think. That's an SVP mindset. Some of you are not getting creative with nothing. You got to be told everything to do. But I got a question. Should I do this? I got another question. Just go do it. Just do it. What's Nike's? I love Nike's commercial. Just do it. Don't ask for approval. Just do it. Try it. You might like it. So anyway, send out 3 to 5 overview videos per day. Per day. You can do it in the comfort of your home. And then follow with a phone call or a Zoom call. Folks, I'm telling you, it's easier today than it was a year ago to build this business without traveling across the country. Like I said, I was in 3 states, 5 cities in the United States, and I was home for dinner and I never left my house all in one day. I mean, if you can wrap your mind around how that could be, some people, it's a bad situation. For other of us, we take the situation and make Kool-Aid out of it or lemonade out of it. It's a blessing. But are you using the tools to get you there? So here again, send out 3 to 5 videos every single day. Every single day. All right. Number 3 step. Number 3. This is all real simple. Get everybody on the Zoom calls. Get everybody on the Zoom calls. Some of you get on here. God bless you. But when's the last time you had a guest on? Or when's the last time you had your IBOs on? Are you even telling them about the Zoom calls? So every morning at 9 o'clock Pacific Coast time, we have them every morning, Monday through Friday. I'm the only senior vice president I know that does that. In the evenings, Monday night, we have what? Power hour. There it is. Tuesday night, we have a 1 through 10. Wednesday night, 1 through 10. Thursday night, 1 through 10. Friday night, we have a happy hour. Saturday, we have leadership. Tomorrow night at 6, a product training. Get not only yourself on here, but get your team on here. See, it's amazing. How many of you, watch this, get a text message from me in the mornings, usually in the mornings, right? In the mornings. So who's going to be our guest speaker or something positive every morning? I send out 700 to 800 every morning, just to keep people engaged. Are you telling your people about it? Or you said, oh, I got it. But are you telling anybody your downline about it? That's why I say as you get new people in, what do I do? A new person gets in. When you text me their name and number, what does Al Thomas do? I send them another text out, welcome them to the team. Here is our Zoom conference calls. Real simple. Real simple. Thanks, Mr. Thomas. Or, hey, I'm glad I know I got somebody else to work with. This is not a very difficult business. What would happen to your income if you got everybody on your team on Zoom? All 3 of them. Or how many you got? What if you got them on the Zoom call? What if you got people on the Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, 1 through 10 calls? How big would your organization be in a week? What do you think? What do you think? How about 3-way, Mr. Thomas, and all the new people coming? What do you think? How big does your team grow? This is not complicated. So number 3, get everybody on Zoom calls. Morning, 9 o'clock a.m. I'm faithful here, unless I'm traveling. Some of you know I was in Boston last week with my daughter. I had it covered with great leaders covered. Miss Natasha Ismail, as a leader, stepped up to the plate. Mr. Julian Lewis, as a leader, stepped up to the plate. See, that's what leadership's about. Hey, boss, I got it, sir. That's leadership. Not, I wonder who's going to take care of it. No, leaders step up and make it happen. They step up to the plate. They step up to the plate. Thank you so much. So that's important. Get everybody on the Zoom calls, Monday mornings, evening calls, Monday night. Natasha Ismail and Mr. Julian Lewis Mr. Bree Clemens came also steps up to the plate, came up with an idea. Hey, let's go back to Power Hour. Let's get back to people, show them how to make calls. And really, believe it or not, more people say, I didn't know how to make calls like that. Wasn't that great that other leaders stepped up to do that with? I love that. That's to help you build your business. And then on Friday night, which I don't put on my screen, Friday night is happy hour. It's not sanctioned by ACN, it's a happy hour. We can get together and talk. And what do I do there? I bring up the RDs here. They'll have a panel of RDs and higher to share with you what they're doing in the trenches around the world. How powerful is that? And you can't get nobody on the call. And we even tell you, send us your new IBOs. Anybody got cut promotions? Let's highlight them on Friday and Saturday. Today we didn't do it because I wanted to get to the mindset, because we need to have a lot more of you being successful. And I guarantee you, if you guys get put, I remember I used Miss Collins over in Australia. When she started listening to us, and all of a sudden her numbers went up, and she did over 150 points, and all of a sudden, now you got Mr. Abzon and Kratz and also Miss Ingrid. All these people from Australia start popping up because they want to see, where are you getting this knowledge from? Not only is she getting the knowledge, but she's implementing it. She's implementing it, and we're golly, we're giving the best of the best. Like Mr. Nelson said, how do you not bring people on? So if you're not doing nothing with it but listening, but you got to put it into action. Does that make sense? Man, so simple. So number 3, get everybody on the Zoom calls. Everybody. Morning, evening, we got Power Hour. Monday night, 6 o'clock Pacific Coast time. Tuesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, we have 1 through 10s. And then Saturday leadership, and Sunday night at 6 o'clock. Oh gosh, tomorrow night's gonna be amazing. We got live, oh my God. We got recorded, oh my God. We got recorded things tomorrow night's gonna blow you away from real life things that happen. You don't want to miss the product training tomorrow night. It's going to show you how powerful identity still is. It's going to show you how powerful the Vivid is. It's going to be very powerful tomorrow night. You don't want to miss it, because we got live demos. See, why can't some of y'all do that? Why don't you think outside the box? So number 4, let me move on. I got a lot to cover tonight. Number four. Make sure every new IBO gets what? Qualified on the what? Spot, or within 24 hours. How many times have you heard me say these things? This is nothing new, but you got to start implementing. Take a snapshot, write this down. What have you got to do? Because SVP mindset is reduce really simple, mundane thing. Master the mundane. What Mr. Lewis said the other night, he loved what Greg Parmerzano said about Kobe Bryant. He just mastered the mundane things. This is not difficult. So make sure every new IBO gets called. Miss Summers, they went in protection, witness protection. Get them qualified. Man, there's a day I'd be at the door. Hey, I mean, but then again, I'm different. I'm sorry, I'm a little different. I'm a little more aggressive. I know I'm the kind of guy go after Moby Dick in a rowboat and carry the turtle off with me. Yes, I'm a little different. You know why? Because it means a lot to me. See, Al Thomas had, this is my mindset. I got to get paid for my time, and so should you. You mean to tell me you miss about 1 or 2 IBO customers? I look at it this way. Everybody I sit in front of is going to be IBO, a customer, or a referral. You got to get paid for your time. So many guys get IBOs in the business and don't get qualified. And I text you, I call you. Well, Mr. Thomas, they went. I'm not going to say anything else about that. And The other day, we talked about a guy in the organization, one customer to get qualified. He had the customer, but instead of sticking it on that new person, he kept the customer. I go, that didn't make no sense. Well, Mr. Thomas, there's an ETL between me and this person. So the other ETL would have got paid the $50. I go, are you in it for $50 or are you into this thing for long-term residual income? Do you realize you shot yourself in the foot because you think too small? What's one customer to go under somebody for you to get 96 months of residual income off of? What's more bigger, $50 or 96 months of residuals? Because we think small. It's not going to benefit me. I'm blocked. Use the word blocked. You're not blocked. You got a blockhead, but you're not blocked. The way you're thinking is like a block. What about the long-term residual income component? I'm not into for the short, I'm in for the long term. Golly, folks, it's not that difficult. It really isn't that difficult. So make sure every new IBO gets qualified. I mean, think about the service we have today. It's not that difficult. It really isn't. Some of you see the glass half empty. I see it half full, but you got to go get the rest of it. All right, next, number 5. Watch this. Number 5. Ready? Number 5. Repeat it all. Repeat. Repeat it. Repeat it. It's repeat it. Let me look at y'all's face. Yeah, you heard me. Repeat it. Repeat it. But Mr. Thomas, I got a question. I don't care. Repeat it. But Mr. Thomas, how you do? Repeat it. But Mr. Thomas, I got a question. Repeat it. Mr. Thomas, you don't understand. This guy is, or this girl is, repeat it. Oh my God. That's why you've been in ETL for 7.5 years. I got another question. Woo! You should hear some of the conversation Mr. Nelson and I have about people sometimes. Just the questions. My God, it's so doggone simple. And you thought it was complicated. Why do you complicate something so simple? All right, here we go. Here we go. I tell you, we're not that bright. We kind of tell you this whole business is so simple. I can't say that word. Okay, let's go back. Number 1, 25 calls a day to everybody in your downline and prospecting people. 25 a day, minimum. Make a record of it. I keep a record of it. Miss Natasha Ismail, take your phone off mute for a second. Give me your numbers for the, she calls me every morning, give me her numbers. Give me your numbers for the last day, because we didn't talk today. Today's Saturday. We talk Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Now watch her numbers. Give me Friday's numbers, dear.
Okay, Fridays is added 71.
Don't tell anybody what the number with 71 means. That I know what they don't know.
I added 71 people online or made 71 contacts.
Oh, wait a minute. Hold it. Wait. 71 is bigger than 25. Okay. Go ahead. Keep going. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And then 24 messages out to people.
24 messages out to people. Keep going.
And 7 peaks and 1 exposure.
7 peaks and 1 exposure. Thank you, dear. I'm just gonna let that marinate just for a second. By the way, did you leave your house for any of that?
Nope.
No. Oh my God. I'm gonna let that just marinate just for a second. Tell me she don't have an SVP mindset. The paperwork ain't caught up yet. So if she can do it from home and not leaving, and I just put her on the spot, why can't the rest of you do it? Because I hate to say it, but to me, anything less than that is an excuse. You got 24 hours like everybody has. You're cooped up in your house 8 hours a day. 8 hours a day these days. And you mean telling me you can't get none of that done? 25 calls, it should be 100. But now Thomas only said 25. She did 71, 74. I can't get nobody, Mr. Thomas. Nobody want to hear what I gotta say. Wash your mouth out. My God, this is not. This ain't rocket science. This is kindergarten stuff. Kindergarten, for crying out loud. My goodness, 25 calls. Turn up the doggone TV set. All that is going to give is a red eyeballs on a hollowed head anyway. And make some calls for your business. What did Mr. Cooper say? In his room, his TV set's got his dream board on it. He ain't watched even 5 years. If I ask y'all what time such and such program come on, y'all know. 8 o'clock. No, it ain't 9. But you can't put no IBOs and customers in. I showed you last night on Happy Hour how to have Christmas money ready in the next 6 weeks. Showed you how to get your house clean. House clean. Some of y'all already had your house cleaned by a professional so long, you don't even know what it costs. Just simple stuff. Because we're not doing the basics. The basics. The basics. Once again, 25 calls a day, each day for the downline and prospect. Number 2, send out how many videos? How many videos? Say it again. Yeah. It's not hard to go do. None of it is that hard to go do. None of it is that hard to go do. Number 3, get everybody on the Zoom calls. Here's what I do. I send a text message out. I send out about 600-700 every morning. Takes me 10 minutes. Takes me 10 minutes to touch people. How many people in your downline you touch, reminding them about the conference calls? I have a message with all the numbers, and bam, one text message, boom, it goes out. I said I got another one, boom, boom, boom. Could mine do 40 at a time, but so what? 10 minutes, I'm done. But did I touch everybody? Did I put something positive in their mind in a negative world? Did I remind them about their ACM business as they go through their job if they have one? Yes. But are you sending those kind of signals out to your downline every day to remind them, hey, you're here for them. We got a 9 o'clock call Pacific Coast time. We've got one in the evening. We got happy hour. We got power hour. We got leadership. Come on, are you sending text messages to your team? Do you even have a list of them in there to send a message out every day to your people? When the last time you sent one out? See, this is nothing difficult that nobody cannot do. And number 4, make sure everybody gets qualified. No excuses. No excuses. Man, I mean, when I first got in, it was like 12, 20 customers before you got any money. And that's only 3 services. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can't get them qualified, Mr. Thomas. Oh. And step number 5, repeat. I told you, our mindset is so simple. It's nothing complicated because this is not a complicated business. Okay, before I move on, I got a question to ask everybody. How many boxes on, how many sheets is the presentation on? How many pages? Let's see if you guys can pass the test. How many pages? How hard is that? How many boxes do you got to read? Read them. 10. But Mr. Thomas, oh my God, Mr. Thomas. Third thing, can you read English? And then just read the boxes and shut up and don't try to ad lib. Don't try to sell it, just read it. You'll be an SVP before you know it. You'll be saying, oh, Mr. Thomas, I said less and they got in. Mr. Thomas, I just read it. I know. Mr. Thomas, I sent it out and they called, they liked it. Yeah. Now, 5. Let me ask you a question. Is any of the 5 things I talk about in leadership complicated? Everything I said in the 5 things, can you go do? Now, the last thing I'm going to do before I move on is quit asking questions. Let me say this nicely. Don't ask a question until you ran it through your mind first. And you know what's going to happen? Because, oh, I got my own answer. We're so busy living in a society, we think, I got a question. But did you really think the question through? If you thought it through, bam, I guarantee you 9% of the time you'll have the answer. And if it's not relating to one of these 5 things, it's really, I hate to say it, is really kind of not really significant, but to you it may be, but it really isn't significant. It really isn't. Think about it. It really isn't. We just want the instant coffee, the instant microwave food, the instant answer. We don't want to go search it out. We want to answer. We got a profound question. But we didn't take a moment to think through it. And like I said earlier, to think is to what? Create, and to create is to think. But what we want to do, we want to ask without thinking. And the question sounds intelligent, but we could really answer it if we thought it through a few times. Oh, there's my own answer. I've had people, hey, I thought, oh, got my own answer. It really isn't, folks. It really isn't. Miss, who's that? Josie and Jason out in Australia. Good evening. Thank you for joining on Australia. See all the Australians are jumping on because they see how simple it is. Their numbers are going through the roof. And here we are in America struggling on stuff that we think is important that really isn't. So anyway, let me move on. So let me go back here. Let me iterate one more time before we go move on. Number one, make 25 calls each day to the downline and prospect. We all can do that. Yep, Ms. Thomas, got it, check. Send out 3 to 5 overview videos of the 1 through 10 of Tony Cooper's. Oh, I got that. Yeah, Tony, go. Okay, Ms. Thomas, I can do that, check. Number 3, get everybody on Zoom calls. The morning, evenings, right? Happy hour, power hour, leadership. Hey, I can do that. Yeah, I'm on here. Yeah, check. Number 4, okay, what? Make sure everybody gets qualified with it on the spot in the first one. Okay, Ms. Thomas. Okay, I can do that. Check. Then what's next, Mr. Thomas? Ms. Ismail, quit laughing. Repeat and rinse. Repeat. Repeat. Repeat and repeat. I mean, it's so simple. It is so simple. Was anything on here that was so hard that everybody cannot do? Thank you. Now, I'm going to move on real quickly. I'm going to move on. Now, we're going to talk about going out. I'm going to show you what I did this week. I made a call, got some people lined up. A couple, my ex-mother-in-law, wanted to sign up and say, look, when you they just bought a house. I say, look, when you move your new house, hey, you got to get an alarm system. You guys are going to be senior citizens. You need protection. Your last house, you didn't have one. Hey, things are changing today. You got to have an alarm system. Well, they travel around the country in a motorhome. Matter of fact, I headed to San Diego, and I said, look, you guys I'm really concerned. You got to get one. So, okay, we'll decide to get one. We'll call you. So I get a call. Hey, we're still in the motorhome. We're going to be back in about a week. Okay, great. You're back home? Yeah, they called me, ready to go. I was with my daughter in Boston. I called them, so I'll be back Monday. We'll get it done Tuesday or Wednesday. So we made a call. Mr. Bree Clement, we three-wayed them in. We took care of them, got them situated. And here's what I did. Watch this. Listen up. Here's an extra thing I do for my customers, which you might want to think about. Because remember I said SVPs we take outside the what box? Why don't you do what I just did, what I'm going to show you? So I said, when they come over and ring and let me know when they come, I'm going to come over and I want to be there with them as they put your service in. So as my customers, guess what I did? I went over there while they're putting the service in. Now, what I want to show you, first picture, here we are. Notice the shirt I had on. I had a Vivid shirt on. Why? Because I'm a senior vice president. I think outside the box. And there's a guy putting this, there he is with the Vivid truck. I should have my orange shirt, but I had my gray one on. He didn't have the right kind of camera. He had to call another guy. And you see the truck, the car behind it with the lift up, that he had to brought another camera for us. Next picture, sir. Now, notice this. I'm showing you slides. Do you think I can show people when I talk to them about me being a personal Vivid customer, a Vivid representative? Why can't you do this? Go there, take a picture. Here's the guy that pulled up. And he said, okay, here's the other camera. Let's take a picture of both you guys, Bill and Sam. Thank you so much, Bill. Thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate you guys. You guys are going to be famous next week. I'm going to show you to everybody across the world on what Vivid does and what Vivid means to me. Okay, next picture, Mr. Clemens. Now, here they are. You can see the system in the back. You can see them both smiling, excited about the opportunity of what ACN has got to home secured. Now, look at them. They're both smiling. That's a happy customer. Now, do you think I can use this to get me more customers? Yes or yes? Do you think you could do this as you go out and sign up Vivid customers or any other kind of customers? Yes or yes? Tomorrow night, you're going to have 2 more demonstrations with the Kings tomorrow night are going to demonstrate 2 other situations that happen. But watch this. Why can't the rest of you do this? Thinking outside the what? Box. I didn't wait for anybody to tell me. I'm a leader. Leadership. This is leadership. Why can't leaders think out, hey, let me go do this. Hey, call me when they come. I want to come over there and take a snapshot. Hey, I want to be there. I want to be there. I want to get some pictures of that. I want to show my team how happy you are. Why can't the rest of us do something like that? And next picture. Now, I went next door because I had my shirt on. I went next door and knocked at the house of the neighbors. Hey, your mom home? Yeah. Hey, I'm Vivid. We're putting in one next door. We found out that things are elevating, and we'd love to get you guys protected. Sir, my husband's not home. Oh, really? Well, listen, here's my number. Give me a call. We'd love to have you. So I knocked on the house on both sides, one's across the street, 7 houses with my Vivid shirt on. Did that make me look like there you go? Now think about this. Don't just leave the picture there for a second. Why could not the rest of us do that? Why can't we have an inventory of stuff that you've done to show people when you talk to them about your services? Why can't you do that? Take a snapshot of you and your customers. Go there where they're doing it or whatever. But see, notice what I do. Now, you think I can use this for the next year or two? Will I get me a lot more customers? By sharing with them, not just talking, but showing. It's like kindergarten. Remember in kindergarten, you had show and what? What is it called, Mr. McDowell? Show and what? You're on the couch. Show and tell. There you go. Mr. Freddie Sherman said, yeah, show and tell. Show and tell will get you so many more customers. So show and tell. I'm telling a story and I'm showing it to you right now tonight, what I did just to get my customers. Now I can use this picture from here out, because it's so important. I got documentation beats conversation every doggone time. Every doggone time. Every doggone time. Representation. Now, next picture. Was that it? No. So that is what I want to show you, because now I have these slides. As I talk to people about the Asian opportunity, I can send them, here's a happy customer of mine. Here we are with the, so now I get more customers by utilizing this. So I want you guys, this is a leadership call. I want you to start implementing some of these things that I'm showing you that I'm doing. And remember, it's only 5 simple things, SVP's mindset. It's not a whole lot, folks. You think we got a lot up there? Trust me, we really don't. We keep it real simple. We keep everything in our life simple. And so should you. So please, please do not overcomplicate the business. It's only 1 page long. It's only 10 boxes. How do you have 10,000 questions about something that's so simple? Now, before I wrap up leadership tonight, I'm going to take my daughter somewhere tonight. She doesn't even know she's going somewhere. I want her to come in and talk about leadership for a second. My daughter, come on, Asia, come over and talk about leadership for a second. You got Miss Ismail's face up there, your friend up there.
Oh, okay. We're going somewhere. I just showered. Okay, I feel like I'm only talking to Natasha.
Yeah.
Hi, everyone. My name is Asia Thomas. Nice to meet everyone. So I just wanted to jump on here. My dad asked me to talk about leadership with you all. And where do I even begin to start? Obviously, if you are on this call, that means that you are a leader. You're someone that is taking control of your situation, of your family's situation, of your own financial situation. And before I can say anything about anything else, I want to say thank you guys for starting somewhere. Thank you for making a movement towards something better for yourself and your family. Be proud of yourself, be happy for yourself, and be proud of everything that you are going to accomplish. Oh, sorry. What I wanted to say more on leadership is the fact that leaders are not people who just start. People who are leaders are the ones that make a plan. They strategize. They think about where they want to go. They think about their goals and who they are. They remind themselves of their why. Are you really a leader? Are you strategizing? Are you making those calls? I sit here every single day listening to my dad on these calls. Are you picking up the phone? Are you making your calls? Are you making your contacts? Are you contacting your IBOs? Are you following up with everyone? Leaders are more than just the people that just do what you have to do, the basics. Leaders are people that take the initiative to go the extra mile. It's okay to start, but where are you gonna go? How are you gonna use the tools to get there? And I feel as though a lot of this passion is coming out of me right now, because you could see right now I'm raw-faced. I just came out of the shower because I was working all day on my website for my business that I'm just starting. This has not been easy. It has been very hard, but you know what? You find where you want to go and you create a solution and a path to get there. right? This has been a challenging time for me. It's been a challenging time for a lot of people right now. It's hard. People are struggling to put food on the table, to decide how are they going to feed their kids? How are they going to clothe them? How are they going to do online Zoom calls? Some people might not even have a computer. One of my best friends from high school is a 4th grade teacher. Most of these kids don't even have laptops or Wi-Fi to get into class. What is your excuse? You have everything you need right here. In the middle of the coronavirus, I was working 2 jobs. I was laid off of both of them. I had to come home. I didn't have $1 to my name. I'm not about to ask my parents for anything. I don't want that because they have enough stuff on their plate. And a leader is not someone who takes or receives things from other people. They go out and they make it for themselves. So what I did, I sold everything in my apartment. I sold half of my closet. You can ask my dad. There's not a whole lot of stuff in my closet right now. I sold everything I had. I flew back home. I did Instacart. I reinvested the money I made. I just went to the Goodwill outlet. I flipped clothes online. And now I'm opening up my own online boutique this Monday that I've been working on. Everything learned by myself. I learned how to program a website. I learned how to do photography. I started my YouTube channel where I talk about business, personal finance, and entrepreneurship. Why? Because I know not everyone has the same point of privilege a lot of us have. Most people didn't know about ACN. Most people don't know that they can make something different from their family. People don't know this, but you have the tools, the opportunity, the leadership in front of you that so many people do not have. And a goal of mine is an objective that I share with my dad, and that is to spread financial literacy to other people. Success is not something that should be limited to people who can afford it, to people who have had the opportunities because of what their parents have. And that's the beautiful thing about my YouTube business, about what my dad is doing. It's not meant for just a few people. It's meant for those who see the opportunity are the ones that are going to take it, because those are the people that are leaders. And I just want to say that's all I wanted to say. I don't know how much time I have on the call. My dad is like, keep going. But that is all I wanted to say to you guys today. I hope to get on another call with you all later. But I wanted to say thank you to my dad for the opportunity to speak to you all. And thank you all for taking the time to listen to a 23-year-old who's trying to figure out life. But you know what? We all start somewhere. And you guys are on the right path. And I believe in each and every single one of you, because he would not take the time out of his day to do this if it was not for something. So it's not just for you, it's for your families, it's for your future. And remember, we all are going to pull out of this stronger more than ever. Do not let this opportunity slip by you, because you are not going to get it back. So that's all I have to say. I'm hungry, Dad.
Everyone, please blow up the chat. Please blow up.
Yay!
Can I give her should she get the Queen's?
Pass
Look
it,
there.
pass it.
My head is too big. But bye, everyone. Have a good night.
Did she drop it? Did she drop it? Did she drop it? Did she drop it? My question to you, she's been around this her whole life. She's also an IBO. She dropped the mic. Yes, Ms. Ingrid, thank you. If she can come out of college and the whole world is upside down, I don't pressure her. She figured it out. She's an entrepreneur. That's right, Mr. Lewis, a version of his daughter. That's right. I'm very proud of her. I took her back, you guys know, I took her back to Boston last week because she didn't have a graduation to be around her friends. I said, go do your thing. She cooked all the restaurants up. I paid the bill. We had whatever she wanted. But let me share something with you. What are your kids learning from you? Your grandkids, what are you learning from you? Are you showing them how to be an entrepreneur? Or they're watching, you know they're watching you, right? Are they watching you succeed? Or they're watching you just kind of go along to get along? Or they're hearing your excuses why you can't get where you need to go? Dee Dee, you with the Northeastern. Let me tell you something. Every one of you. God gave you the spirit of leadership. If a 23-year-old watched me my whole life, she don't ask for much. I'm an entrepreneur. Her mother was an entrepreneur. What do you think she came up around? Came out of college, can't find nothing. Put her mind into thinking and developing. I got to find something else I could expose. What can I do? She said out last week at Daddy, one of my friends were in Boston, all they keep thinking about is graduating for a job, Daddy. They're still thinking the same old way of thinking. I said, honey, that's why they've been programmed and brainwashed, because schools today are socialism. Everybody's got to get a job. See, I went for contacts, Dad, but it's amazing. They're still thinking the same old way. I said, yes, the information age is here, but they're living in industrial age thoughts because they're getting taught by professors. Let me shut up. What are you teaching your kids and grandkids? Who's watching you? If they all had something to say about you, would they say, well, they're trying, or they're. Leadership. Tonight's leadership, y'all. See, I want to give you an SVP mindset. There's only 5 things we really do in our business. And you're going to let some pointed head, beady-eyed joker out there tell you, I marked out level marketing. I should pay me again. And here we get, all we do is get IBOs, customers, and qualify them. And repeat. Get them in training and repeat. And then we have 10,000 questions that don't even relate to our business. So with that said, I want to thank every one of you. I want to Mr. Bree Clemens, if you can, to put up the 5 things that SVP mindset, because that's all we do, folks. I've been doing this for 27 years. And I am blown away by some of the questions people ask me that's got nothing to do with those 5 things. I am blown away. And they get so stuck in the mundane, they can't see the bigger picture. So put those, let's see, we got them put up again. I'm gonna end the call on this. Five, make calls, send out 2 to 3 to 5 videos, get people on the Zoom, get them trained, get them qualified, and repeat. I'm gonna end it on what Nelson Mandela said. In life, I don't lose. I either win or I learn. Tonight, I hope you learn the simplicity of our business. Let it pierce your heart, your mind, your soul, your spirit. It's not that difficult. So why are you making it difficult? 1 sheet of paper, 10 boxes, read it. Have a blessed night. Tomorrow night, 6:00 p.m., be back. We're going to go through some stories, recordings, live things happening in getting a Zoom customer and a ID seal customer. God bless you. Now go forth and multiply. Go get those customers. Go get those IBOs. Keep it simple. And we'll see you tomorrow night at 6:00. God bless. Good night.
Thank you, Mr. Thomas.
Thank you.